Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. I hope that you're all doing good, because I'm not. I'm just gonna keep it on. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. So, tonight's stream, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I am really, really sick. Like, I probably haven't been this sick in like years. And I'm feeling like trash. But I didn't want to skip the stream completely because I was traveling and we didn't get to stream last week, so yeah, we're here. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things. I'd like everyone to thank YouTube for not sending out notifications. Classic YouTube. Yesterday, I uploaded 3 videos, and the last video also didn't get pushed into notifications. Lots of people were complaining to me that, like, oh, I didn't watch the video because it didn't actually pop up in my feed. So thank you, YouTube, for doing that. Very fun. But yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about Netflix, specifically Harry and Meghan. I've been following the situation, even though I haven't been covering it, because they don't really deserve any more attention. But there were a couple things that I wanted to talk about, specifically how apparently the Netflix bosses are furious over the fake footage in the documentary. Not only in the trailer, but also in the product completely. They actually used footage from a lot of different people, trying to go, oh, it's paparazzi following us, even though one of, like, the clips was from a Harry Potter movie premiere. So they're completely fake, which is hilarious and good, because fuck Netflix and these people, because they say they want privacy, yet they're making a documentary about their private lives. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But Netflix must be freaking out behind the scenes, because not only did critics hate it, but audiences hated it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would be interested in this because a lot of people are very fascinated in the royals, but this is clearly just a giant grasp for attention. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this story that I missed while I was traveling, about Jennifer Lawrence. So if you don't know, Jennifer Lawrence came out. She basically said that she created action movies with women in them. She basically said Hunger Game broke barriers and was revolutionary. And then she attempted to walk back, saying, that's certainly not what I meant at all. And I do feel kind of conflicted on this, because while obviously actors are told what to say in interviews, and they're told the general direction to go in, I really think that she meant what she said. And I think that she did try to get people talking about her. I mean, she's irrelevant, and she's facing the same problem that a lot of actresses are, where she's getting a little bit older. And while obviously we need actors of all different ages, she can't play a Katniss anymore. She can't play like a femme fatale. She can't play a younger female, and she's probably having like a not midlife crisis and not a quarter life crisis, but like a halfway to a midlife crisis. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about Rings of Power, and specifically how it received 0 Golden Globe nominations, and now their only chance at getting nominated and winning any awards is for the Emmys. I personally don't really care about these award shows because they're always bullshit. Like how, you know, Patty Considine didn't actually get nominated for any awards as a leading actor. They're just bullshit. I mean, it's the same with usually, like, the Game Awards, which we are going to talk about. But this is hilarious to me because it was so bad that they didn't even get nominated. It's one thing to get nominated and to win. You don't go into it expecting to win, but at least getting nominated is very important, and they didn't even get nominated, which is hilarious. We're also going to be talking about another tragedy, because Netflix has announced they are doing a live-action My Hero Academia, which, of course, has people furious. Over the years, Netflix has done a lot of live-action films and shows, and they've all been trash. Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, I mean, we could sit here and go on, and there are several that are in the works. But yeah, they have decided to do a live action MHA, and it's going to feature screenplay from the Obi-Wan Kenobi showrunner, which is another show I was personally very disappointed by. I wasn't that happy with Obi-Wan, and I know a lot of other people were not as well. So it's a very worrying project overall. We're also going to be talking about, like I mentioned, the Game Awards. I was gone. I didn't get a chance to stream them, which is, of course, very sad. But I thought that we could look at the recap. I'm so fucking happy that Elden Ring got the praise that it deserves. Because usually, when a game like Elden Ring is going up against a title like God of War Ragnarok, they don't actually give a game like Elden Ring the credit that it deserves. And they pick the more mainstream game, and you guys already know, Elden Ring is my favorite game of the year, one of my favorite games of all time now. But I thought that we could just like casually scroll through the recap. I don't really have anything to say about my Reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton situation that happened. We did talk about that on the PCC live stream, because at first we thought that it was just some random kid. And then we found out that that individual went on InfoWars when they were 11 or 12. And nobody knows how they got into the show. Nobody knows what their plan was. Very risky by security, though, to not pull them off stage immediately, especially with all of the terrible things that have happened at live events. Very questionable. I do think that those security guards / the security team in general should probably be fucking fired. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about that, and I have a couple of other like various topics in case we have a little bit of time at the end. Maybe the CW, Hogwarts Legacy, Willow. But yeah, hi guys, welcome to the stream. Hope your evening is going well. I'm gonna do my very best to tough through this. Sifu in the fighting game section, yeah, Game Awards, yeah, things like the Game Awards are usually pretty trash, so I don't take them too seriously. I mean, it is nice to see things that you like actually get recognition and win, but yeah, I don't go into them expecting much, because we know that like 99% of the time it's gonna be trash. And the problem with this year that usually happens is that they don't give awards to things like Elden Ring, and then they have to give Elden Ring awards in different categories that maybe other games should win, like the RPG category. And then games end up getting screwed over, so yeah. Hi guys, Armored Core is back. It is. Also, during the pre-stream, let me scroll up, I saw someone say something. I think it was Charlie. Yeah, Nerdrotic mentioned Vera today. Do you have a timestamp for that? That's cool. Unless, you know, I did something bad, then oh no. But I don't think so. But that's cool. Yeah, no trailer for Hellblade 2. There were, what was the other massive fucking game that didn't get any trailers? Man, and I was thinking about it earlier. It's another Xbox game. Oh, there's another Xbox game that we didn't see any of, which was very fucking shocking. I don't remember, but you know what, it is what it is. Uh-oh. Okay. We're not banned. Yay! Opening up Twitter on stream is very risky. I follow a lot of nice, good artists. I don't want to risk getting banned, though. Oh, Saints Row. That's another thing that we could potentially talk about. If this headache would go away, and I could open my eyes completely, because right now I can't. They announced a new Saints Row DLC, a holiday DLC, but you have to pay for it, and even if you have the, like, battle pass, I don't remember, yeah, the expansion pass, which specifically was created so if there's an expansion, you get it automatically. You don't get this. You don't get this expansion with the fucking expansion pack. So stupid. So fucking stupid. Yeah, no, they didn't tease Starfield. They didn't tease Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. They didn't tease, like, Fable or anything. Really? Gary mentioned you recently? I don't know. That's what Charlie said, but that's awesome. Hi. Can you please check Loba's page? No, I honestly haven't played Apex in, like, 2 months. Apex, there's too many cheaters, and they weren't fixing the game, and it made me sad, and I've just been playing Warzone. I've been playing, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The only game that I've been playing off stream, besides like a casual RPG, is Warzone. I need to start going back to Final Fantasy 14. Imagine spending money for anything related to Saints Row 2022. Like I said, when it goes down to like $5 to $10, I will buy it and I will play it. Farrah's always showing her NSFW folder. I mean, I follow a lot of great artists on Twitter. It's just unfortunate that I mean, okay, so if there was like a drawing and it was like a nude art, I wouldn't get banned for it, but the stream would become demonetized, and then if a lot of your content gets demonetized and flagged for like adult content, then it affects the way your videos are in the search algorithm, and YouTube already hates me, so I try my very best to weave around it a little bit. But it's not like I'd get banned or anything unless you guys reported my stream, which, okay, I guess I will just retire. But yeah. Is pastrami good? Ask Bilbo. He loves pastrami, and you can get it at like a deli. It's expensive. It's like $12 a pound, but that's okay because Bilbo is giant now. He is way fucking bigger than Mesh. Oh my god. He's like gotta be like 14 pounds now, and Mesh is like 10 to 11. He's fucking giant. Anyway, guys, we don't need to rant about cats. We're gonna get started with the first topic, which is going to be Netflix. We love Netflix. So I haven't covered this in like a video, and I have been following the situation in my private time because I was planning on talking about it, but then I just kind of felt like you guys probably wouldn't be that interested in it. I could be wrong. But the Netflix bosses are allegedly furious over the fake footage in the Harry and Meghan doc trailers, and also the documentary in general. So basically what happened is all of the content that we saw for the, or almost all of the content we saw for the paparazzi shots were fake. They were stolen from journalists and cameramen and individual reporters. Like some of the footage that we saw of the paparazzi chasing them were actually shots from the Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potter movie premieres, which of course is hilarious to me. I understand that there are times in something like a documentary where you have to use footage to exaggerate a situation. I totally get that. But the problem is that almost all of the paparazzi footage in this documentary was fake. It says the imagery of photographers clamoring at them at public events was revealed to have been taken at a Harry Potter film premiere and of Katie Price arriving at court. A TV insider said Netflix chiefs expected the couple to flag any problems, and of course, they didn't. Now, Netflix behind the scenes must be freaking the fuck out because if you don't remember, Netflix gave them $100 million. Okay, $100 million to do multiple projects, and this, as far as we know, was supposed to be the giant project. This is what they were supposed to be getting people on their side with. People were supposed to watch this, love it, enjoy it. And when you give people $100 million, you know, you need good content, and, well, it seems like the fake imagery is really pissing the execs off. Now, I don't give a fuck. I'd like to put that out there. I'd like to be honest. I don't really care about these people. I think that they are self-centered, and I don't really care about Netflix. Netflix sucks, and Very rarely do they actually give us content that is good and that we want to support. So I don't care if Netflix goes down for this. I don't care if they waste $100 million on it. Honestly, I'd like for Netflix to run a little low on money so that they cancel things like live action My Hero Academias. I think that we can all agree with that. So it says one photograph of Harry apparently fronting up to the press was taken when he was with his former girlfriend, who was cropped out of the picture. A TV insider said the feeling was that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would have been more aware than anyone what footage was real and what could have been highlighted as misleading. This is the problem, is that these people had creative control over this project, and they decided to not correct the creatives and say, no, you can't put that footage, it's fake, it's not real, I don't remember it, so let's not risk it. They wanted this. Very clearly they wanted to mislead people and make it seem way more dramatic. I can't say I'm surprised. These are the people that are saying they want privacy. This is my number one problem, right? These people are complaining that they want privacy, that they have been hounded by paparazzi, yet they're putting out a documentary about their private lives. That to me doesn't scream, hey, we want privacy and we want you to respect our boundaries. That's like saying, hey, look at our private life and give us attention for it. So what the hell do you want? You can't say that you want privacy when you're very clearly trying to show people what should be private. It makes zero sense. Thank you, Autobots, for the $5 super chat. My question is, both of them are wealthy beyond reason. Why even pull something like this? What's their end result? Because they need more money. I mean, they came to the United States and they bought like a $20 million mansion, and then we found out that most of their funds were being cut from the crown, so they actually were not making money. What they were going to make money on were things like this, going to charity events and making appearances and making shows like this, and that's why Netflix gave them $100 million. So that is their end result, is just getting attention and making more money, which I don't blame people for wanting to make money, but the problem is the way that they're doing so, and in this case, they're doing it in the worst fucking way possible because they look like massive hypocrites. It's pure narcissism, abso-freaking-lutely. And apparently, Netflix is in for an even bigger treat because of how terribly this is all being received. As you can see, the critics hate it. 45% for a critic rating is pretty fucking bad, but the audience score is terrible. Now, I do want to point out that I think that the show is more for normies. I feel like a lot of normies would enjoy this show, like, not to, dox my family's taste, but my mother watched this and she was really interested in it. And someone like her, she's not going to give it a review. So out of the millions and millions of people that are watching Harry and Meghan, you have to consider that a lot of them are not showing up to review the show. The only people that are really reviewing the show at this point are people that actively hated it and wanted to put their opinion out there. So looking at the reviews, there are some 4 and 5 stars here, but primarily half stars and 1 stars. Lots of people that are very disappointed with it. Watching 2 extremely privileged people whine about their lives is just gross. They chose to leave the royal family. Now they just need to accept the decision they have made. Yeah, I mean, they decided to leave the royal family and cut ties. I mean, even in this documentary, Meghan mocks the queen, which is just pretty fucking distasteful. And she also just blatantly lied. She said that, she couldn't wear bright colors and she had to wear muted colors. I saw this short video, it's kind of like a short or like a TikTok video, that showed her in like 30 outfits that were bright colored. She was wearing purples, oranges, reds, blues. That is not muted. So you're saying, I couldn't wear bright colors when you clearly did. It's like they think that we don't have eyes and ears and we can't actually see what they did in the past. Like, this is their breakthrough. Like, this is the first time we're hearing about these people. That's the issue, is that they lied to us. They expect us to watch and care. Why would we? When all you're doing is fucking lying to us. So I thought this situation was pretty interesting. Did Meghan, an international relations graduate from Northwestern, say she was the smart girl? Really think meeting the Queen of England was going to be like medieval times dinner theater? And did they really worry about being chased in a secure car by one guy with a camera on a bike in New York? Okay, that was also pretty bothersome to a lot of people because they said that they were chased. Even though they were in a car, they were chased by a guy on a bike with a camera, and they were clearly alluding to the Diana situation because it was said that there was either a car or a bike following her, and that is why her car crashed and she inevitably passed away. It's just kind of disgusting with all of the references to we don't want to have the same thing happen to us. You know, I don't want the same thing to happen to my wife. So you're using your mother's death as a publicity stunt? I mean, obviously that situation was fucking massive when it happened, and people to this day still love Princess Diana, but it's just very distasteful, which is the problem. So, yeah, that's all that I really had to talk about with this topic. Harry and Meghan, Netflix is freaking out behind the scenes. It's not going the way that they anticipated, and people absolutely hate the documentary so far. It's not over. The documentary finishes and ends on the 15th, so we'll see what other crazy claims they make. But yeah, interesting times. I can't stand that woman. She knew marrying a royal meant your life would be somewhat controlled. Yeah, and the problem with Meghan that I have is that she wanted to be a Princess Diana. She wanted to join the royal family, make it seem like she was in love and it was so exciting, and then she ends up, you know, doing it more than Diana, that's for sure. But deciding that she wanted to rebel and not be part of this family, and I mean, she even got her husband to leave the family, which it's his choice, but seems very awful to me. I don't know. It's like she went into this situation and into the royal family specifically to try to tear it apart, which is weird. That's just weird. Almost every facet of a royal's life is tightly controlled, and the problem is that she blatantly lied, right? She said, oh, I couldn't wear bright colors, I couldn't wear the clothes or designers that I want, even though there are 30, 40, 50 images online of her wearing bright colors, wearing designers that she likes. It's like they just think that we don't have eyes and we can't see the situation that's right in front of us. It's really shitty. But, you know, what can you do? There's nothing that you can do about these people besides what's going on, which is, you know, leaving bad reviews for their content, not watching their content, things like that. Whew. That was a lot. Alright guys, let's move to the next topic, which is going to be Jennifer Lawrence. I was traveling when this story broke and I wasn't able to cover it, sadly. But I wanted to cover her response because I've seen a lot of mixed opinions surrounding what is going on with Jennifer Lawrence. Stuck up bitch. Sorry, that was mean. Jennifer Lawrence attempts to walk back her false claims about female action stars. It says she is receiving some serious heat from movie fans after falsely claiming that Hollywood did not have a female-led action movie until The Hunger Games. Now, Hunger Games was revolutionary to everyone around my age when it came out. It was like the best thing to ever release, and nothing would have ever topped it. So, like, I have a lot of nostalgia for Hunger Games, don't get me wrong. But Hunger Games was not good. Hunger Games was very bad. It had a decent direction, but they just were not good movies. And, of course, that was the role that kind of broke Jennifer Lawrence into Hollywood. It really boosted her career. And honestly, to me, this whole situation comes across as I'm getting old and I can't play those roles anymore, so I need to grasp for attention. It says, Lawrence recently did a sit-down interview with Viola Davis for Variety and said nobody has ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because it wouldn't work. We were told girls and boys can both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead. as it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every one of those beliefs and proves that it is just a lie to keep certain people out of movies. She very fucking clearly said her opinion. I know she's walking back on it. We're gonna read her statement where she walks back on it in a minute, but she very fucking clearly knew that she was saying. It's not one of those interviews where she, you know, kind of stumbled over her words and just couldn't get her opinion out there. I would understand that. I don't pick up stories like that because we're all human. Even actors are humans, and sometimes we stumble over our words, we can't get our thoughts out properly, but there's no stuttering here, there's no mumbling here. She knew exactly what she was fucking saying, which is the issue. Of course, it's just a massive lie because there have been so many strong, independent, amazing women in movies and entertainment before Hunger Games. Because we're not talking about a movie that came out in like the 1990s or something. Not that that would be any different because there were females in lead roles before that. But we're talking about a movie that came out in 2012. That wasn't really that long ago. I know 10 years it's a jump, but it's really not that long ago. We see female actresses do this a lot, and it's kind of funny to me. Vera was just a baby when Hunger Games came out. No, I wasn't. I was 12. A baby. 12 isn't a baby. We see a lot of female actresses do this, where Jennifer Lawrence is gonna have the Jennifer Lawrence age. She is 32, so it's a little young to be doing it, but we see a lot of female actresses start having not midlife crisis, but she's in a midlife crisis, where she can't play characters like Katniss anymore. She can't play young, female, femme fatale bombshells, and she's probably starting to get limited on the roles that she's playing. I'm gonna be honest, with that fucking haircut, you shouldn't even be in a movie. But clearly she is not getting the roles that she wants, so she's trying to grasp at attention, and this is her way. It says, after a day of intense backlash from film fans, and critics alike, she is walking back her inflammably false statement about being the first female lead in an action film. She said, "That's certainly not what I meant to say at all. I know that I am not the only woman who has ever led an action film. What I meant to emphasize was how good it feels. I'm sorry, there's no way that you can deny what you said." She very clearly said what she thought, and hey, she's allowed to have her own opinion. If she thinks that all the female-led action movies were trash before Hunger Games, that's her opinion. Obviously, it's fucking wrong, and it's a trash opinion, and I'm sorry. Usually I say, if it's your opinion, you're allowed to have it. You're not allowed to have your own opinion in this case because it's fucking trash and it's wrong. But she knew what she was saying. So either she did all of this as a big PR stunt, or it was a complete mask-off moment. She went, oh shit, I really said what I was thinking. I probably shouldn't have done that because I upset people. Yeah, that haircut is just, it's awful. Whoo, Saints Row character creator. Also, yeah, they said Viola Davis is a living legend, which is not true. I mean, I can't think of a movie that Viola Davis has been in that was amazing. Let's look. Viola Davis movies. And I'm talking like amazing. Yeah, if you look up all of her movies, I'm sorry, I gotta expose you. 6.9, 6.8, 5.8, 6.5, 7, 6.9, 5.4, 6.1, 33%, 35%, 40%, 47%. I'm sorry, that's pretty bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me. I think Master nailed it earlier. Weinstein was the one getting her roles. Oh yeah, probably. And that's just what happens. I, again, am not surprised. But, you know, I think that she's an okay actress. I don't think I've ever seen Jennifer Lawrence in anything where I was like, oh my god, she is irreplaceable. You know, I just feel like she's a replaceable actress. There are some actresses out there that are not like Cate Blanchett. You could never replace her in like any of the roles that she's been in. But someone like Jennifer, she could go. And I would not be sad. I would not be upset. I don't think that many people would be. And this looks really bad for her career. Maybe in like a month, we're going to get a big announcement that she is doing a new movie or a new series. And that's going to be that. But at least for now, we don't have any announcements. But maybe this was all just a big PR stunt, which wouldn't surprise me. Vera exposing women jeepers. Yeah, after Callisto Protocol, it's just women. Ugh. I can't believe that game ended that way. I've been thinking about that since we finished it 2 days ago. I've been thinking about the game a lot. Makes me sad. I agree, she's an okay actress. Yeah. Like Jennifer Lawrence, she's not great. She's not terrible. But I mean, for me, it was Hunger Games and bust. It's not like it was a breakout role to where, oh my god, we got this amazing actress who now could be in 50 projects and she's really good. Wait, how did it end? With a cliffhanger. It ended with a cliffhanger, and it basically said buy the DLC when it comes out in the summer to finish the story. So clearly the game was not done. So they added like a temporary cliffhanger ending to it so that they could finish the game in the summer, because the DLC comes out in summer 2023. She's slightly better than Brie. Yeah, I mean, I think that she is slightly better than Brie Larson, but I'm not an actress and I could be better than Brie Larson. Come on. I mean, I'm not an actress, but I know I can do a better job. You miss Callisto? I don't miss it. I've been thinking about the ending a lot. I've been thinking about what could have been different and better. Also, this is a wire tie. Because Bilbo stole it. He took it. I have a drawer here, and I was starting to get all my pieces together that I need, like screwdrivers and stuff, to build my new computer. And he took a wire tie, and I took it from him, and he was really, really upset with me. Bilbo throws massive hissy fits. If you take what he wants, he will cry, he will bite, he will do anything to get what he wants. He's sleeping right now, but if he saw me with it, he'd be freaking out. What is Brie Larson even in now? Has she been in anything else? I know that she's filming Marvels, but she wasn't in anything between Captain Marvel and now, right? Callisto was lame start to finish. I thought that there were really cool elements to it. Maybe it's me just trying to be more positive. But I thought that the game had cool elements like the music, the atmosphere. They were solid. Are you sure Bilbo's not a woman? Honestly, he acts like a woman. I mean, he throws fits when he doesn't get what he wants. He is a little shit because he raises his pitch instead of, because his meow has gotten kind of deep. He'll still raise it like he's a kitten. Meow, meow. He'll raise it because he knows that he'll get what he wants. He's manipulative. He's fucking manipulative. Anyway, time to move to the next topic. It's gonna be a quick one, but I still wanted to cover it. Look at all the shit that's trending. Esports? What the fuck is Esports Awards? Did you guys know there was an Esports Award tonight? If Dr. Disrespect's not part of it, I do not give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. Who are these people? Wow, definitely a great event. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see anyone that I knew there. Nobody. That's fine. That's okay. I do not care that much. I didn't even know there was an Esports Award. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that there was an Esports Award either. I've never streamed it. I've never heard about it. It seems kind of weird. Seems kind of suspicious. Okay, so guys, this is going to be a quick topic, and I wanted to quickly cover it. As you know, Rings of Power, $1 billion show, roughly, because they had to spend money on rights, they had to spend money on actors and sets and all that. Has not been doing so well in Hollywood. Okay, they released this show thinking it was going to do great, it was going to do amazing. People were really gonna love it, and we didn't love it. As you can see on something like Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at an 85% critic and a 39% average audience. But now that it's award season, it is getting completely fucking snubbed. And the thing is that snubbed is usually used in terms of something that deserved to get an award isn't getting an award. But Rings of Power didn't deserve an award, so I'd like to specify my use on snubbed. It basically is getting completely fucking ignored by Hollywood, which is hilarious. It says, this is by Fellowship of Fans, the Rings of Power received 0 Golden Globe nominations, which were announced today. The final award show left is the Emmys. So throughout this award season, Rings of Power hasn't gotten nominated. I personally don't think that it deserves to get nominated. I don't think that Rings of Power deserves to get awards, but it is very sad for them, I bet. Who the fuck asked, though? As you can see, Best Television Series Drama, Better Call Saul, The Crown, House of the Dragon, Ozark, Severance. Best Actress in a Television Series, you have Emma Darcy, House of the Dragon, Ozark, Crown, Euphoria, Best Actor. It is very sad that, Viserys' actor, Paddy Considine, got fucking gypped. Oh, I forgot the word gypped is offensive now. Sorry to everyone out there who's offended by me. I really apologize. But I don't really care. He deserves justice, and he deserved to get fucking nominated. But unfortunately, he didn't, which honestly pisses me off so much because I understand submitting someone like Emma Darcy because they are a lead actress. They go by they, them pronouns. I don't know how you would be put in the actress category then. But it's fine. They got put into Best Actress. But we're not going to get Paddy Considine back, right? He's not coming back for season 2 because, spoiler alert, his character's dead. They should have pushed him as much as possible. Emma Darcy's gonna be back the next season, the season after. Emma Darcy's gonna be back for years. But Paddy Considine is done. It's over. He's not gonna be back unless there's like a fucking flashback, which is so depressing. You should have tried to push him as much as possible. And it makes me sad. Yeah, Emma was only in 4 episodes. I think if you're gonna submit Emma Darcy, you should also submit Emily Alcock, I think that's her name, Emma Alcock? The one who played younger version of Emma Darcy's character. Yeah, Matt also got overlooked. It's really fucking depressing, but Rings of Power received 0 Golden Globe nominations, which of course is hilarious to me, and it doesn't deserve to get nominated, it doesn't deserve to win, it doesn't deserve any of that, but still, I feel like who gives a fuck? You know, it's difficult because of course we want good shows and good content to win, But also, we know that these shows are fucking rigged, and they're fake. Millie, yeah, I don't know why. My mind is not working completely today. But yeah, Patty got screwed, which was very sad. Amazon forgot to add award bribes into the budget. I guess so. All of these award shows are rigged. I mean, we already know that. Say what? Yeah, the word gypped is offensive now. It's seen as, to cheat or swindle because, of course, gypsy, it's offensive now. Dates back to 1899. It's offensive now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that mean word, but please donate, subscribe, become a member, donate memberships. Thanks for being here. Help me get uncanceled. Also, YouTube yesterday didn't send out any notifications for my last video. They didn't send out notifications for today's stream. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy the content, please consider supporting because YouTube hates me, like everybody else. Check the listings for the comedy category. The comedy category is not here. Golden Globes. I'm spelling everything wrong. Nominations 2022. Best Motion Picture. How the fuck is this happening? I don't get it! I'm sorry for yelling. How the fuck can you put a movie that hasn't even released on a list? Best Motion Picture Drama, Avatar: The Way of Water. Bitch, it hasn't even come out yet. It hasn't even fucking released yet. How can you put it on a list? Ana de Armas is a good actress, but Blonde was a fucking terrible movie, and it was such a disrespectful film to Marilyn Monroe's legacy. I hope that she loses and people make fun of her. Sorry, I like Ana de Armas. She's a good actress. She shouldn't have picked that role though, because that movie was very disrespectful. Comedy, musical or comedy? Weren't they? Wait, what? Babylon, The Banshees, Everything Everywhere, Glass Onion, Triangle of Sadness. These are the worst fucking lineups in the history of lineups. That's just, it's terrible. Anyway. The Banshees movie, wasn't the actor from Eternals in that? Well, at least he's gonna get recognition for something. Yeah, Ana de Armas, she's a good actress and she's very pretty. But that movie was just so disrespectful to Marilyn Monroe's legacy. I mean, no matter who did it, they were gonna face heat, but it was not her best moment. Why is gyp offensive now? Because it comes from the word gypsy. Gypped. Apparently. There's a lot of terms that I used to use when I was, like, young that I can't use now because they're too offensive. Oh, also Warrior Nun got canceled on Netflix. I don't care, but it got canceled, which is hilarious and people are freaking out. The social justice warriors are freaking out. Anyway, guys, let's talk about My Hero Academia. If you guys didn't hear, another beloved anime is going to be ruined because now Netflix has decided to announce they are doing a live-action My Hero Academia film, and it will feature screenplay from the Obi-Wan Kenobi showrunner. Lots of bad information right off the bat. I've had to talk about Netflix a lot when it comes to live actions and anime, and you guys already know some massive situations that have happened, like Cowboy Bebop, Death Note, all of these things that came out that were fucking terrible, and Netflix is even doing a Death Note sequel. But now they have announced that they are doing a live-action My Hero Academia. Also, let me bring up my tweet about it, because I did retweet a general post about it. So maybe we can, look at the responses there in a few. But it says, in a development that has historically sounded the death knell for live-action adaptations of Japanese properties, Netflix has acquired the streaming rights to, of course, My Hero Academia. It says, first announced by Variety, Netflix's purchase of the upcoming film will see Hollywood's take on Deku, Bakugo, and all might skip theaters and premiere exclusively on the streaming service. That's going to be a yikes from me. Alongside this distribution update, it was also revealed that the film's screenplay will be penned by writer Joby Harold, who most recently rewrote Kathleen Kennedy's initial Obi-Wan Kenobi scripts and served as the Disney Plus series showrunner. There's so much bad information here to unpack. First of all, Obi-Wan Kenobi was a very disappointing show, and I get that it wasn't only this person's fault, because Kathleen Kennedy wrote an initial script, and they had to keep specific elements of the script that she wrote, and they basically had to work with what she created. But Obi-Wan was a terrible show, and they still do not deserve any praise for it. So not only has Netflix decided to put this person on the project, but they've also decided to do a live action of MHA, which honestly to me doesn't make a lot of sense. I have not watched all of MHA. I would like to be honest with you guys. I've never finished it. But I don't see how this could work in live action. Unless you're putting like fucking $100 million into it, which they're clearly not, I don't see a way that this could work. The CGI would have to be really great. The writing basically just has to be what the anime is. I just don't see how this is going to work. And Netflix does not have a good track record when it comes to live-action anime adaptations. Of course, we had Death Note back in 2017. It's currently sitting at a 37% critic and a 23% audience score. And Netflix also announced that they're doing a sequel to this. They're doing another one of these, which I don't know why the fuck they would do that. And then we, of course, have Cowboy Bebop, which is rated a little bit better, but it's sitting at a 46% critic and a 60% average audience score. So definitely not good numbers for Netflix. And now they've decided that they're going to take MHA and ruin it. And of course, people are very upset by this. Considering the MHA fandom, the show will be shit, that's a guarantee, but the insane backlash from the fandom because an actress is too thin or a guy isn't hot enough is going to be some popcorn shit. I know that there's a lot of people out there who say that individuals are too harsh when it comes to something that's turned into a live action, you know, oh, you shouldn't expect a one-to-one, you shouldn't expect everything to be perfect, all the casting to be perfect, but I do, because if you expect me to pay for your shitty streaming service and you want me to watch a show based off of an already existing property, you need to nail things as much as possible, and it's like they give up halfway through. We also know that they're working on several live action products right now. I don't have a list of them. If someone actually has a list, can you put it in Discord? Can you put it in the anime channel or even in general? But they're doing like they're doing One Piece, they're doing several products like this. Again, they're doing a Death Note sequel, so they have their hands heavily, you know, gripping these animes and turning them into live actions, which none of them have worked out successfully so far, in my opinion. I don't think that I have seen an anime live action that was done by a company like Netflix, an English company, that has actually worked. Because there were a couple of Japanese ones that were done that were decent, but yeah, none of the ones that like Netflix has done have been bad. Alita Battle Angel was pretty good. It still had problems, and Ghost in the Shell also was pretty decent. I don't know, the Ghost in the Shell, it didn't really click with me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I need to rewatch it now that it's been out for a little while. I just remember watching it, and there were some problems that I had that just didn't click with me. Also, guys, I'm going to be changing my posters in the next day or two. I'm going to be putting up a Cowboy Bebop one, like real Cowboy Bebop, not live action Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to be putting up a Cowboy Bebop, and I have a couple other posters. I have a new X-Files. I have, I have stuff. I have another anime one. I don't remember what it is. I also still need to get poster, no, they're not poster boards, but you know what I mean. I still have to get, you know, the cases for these. I got these at Fan Expo Boston, and I initially thought that these were standard sizes, but they are not standard. They're slightly bigger, so I haven't been able to put these up yet. But there's a bunch of different ones. There's 4 in there, and there's a Melania one, there's a Ronnie one, but I have to also get cases for those so that I can put those somewhere. Not a leak, but in the next couple months, probably the next 2 months, I'm going to be changing rooms. Streaming room is going to be different. Content room is going to be different. I'm going to be switching what room I am in, and meaning I am going to have to spend a lot of time and money redecorating, but it'll be fine. It'll be cool. When we get closer to that, of course, I'll take everyone's suggestions, but I'm going to be changing rooms. A Cowboy Bebop poster of Daniela Pineda on the ceiling. You guys can't even see the ceiling, though, so it'd just be for me. That's terrible. I don't like changes. I don't either, but this room is tiny. I mean, guys, I'm sitting and I'm touching the wall. I'm literally touching the wall right now. I can almost lay on the floor and reach both walls. I mean, it's not a big room that I am in. It was a sunroom that has been turned into like a studio. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, chat. When we get closer, I'll be looking for decoration suggestions and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have like bookcases behind me and statues, and then maybe, oh no, this is a terrible idea. There'll be room there'll probably be like a corner that we can do whatever the fuck we want with. And we could get like stand-up cardboard cutouts and stuff. And that sounds fucking terrible because you guys are gonna put like Donald Trumps behind me, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll see. That won't be for a while though. I have a lot of organizing I have to do. But yeah. Vera doesn't have much room with the 5 other roommates there. Yeah, Bilbo and Mesh, they're kind of fucking crazy. They take up a lot of room. But yeah, like I said, live action My Hero Academia. It's coming to Netflix. People are upset. People should be upset. It is just a very sad time to be alive. If you are a fan of anime, unfortunately, it's basically like a get fucked situation. Vera lives in the cupboard under the stairs. Cupboard? I hear people say it differently. No, I'm in like a sunroom. It's like, I mean, it's big enough. Sorry, size queen over here. But you know, it's gonna be time for a change. It's going to be time for sadness because it's gonna take literally forever. Also, I have to build my new computer soon, which I am dreading because it's gonna be a fucking bitch. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up like super early in the morning because I basically have to take everything. So I'm reusing this case. I have to take everything out of this case. So I have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Deconstruct. I have to deconstruct this whole computer, put everything away, because I'm going to be reusing stuff in another computer, and then I have to build the new computer in this case. So it's going to be a fucking day from hell, which honestly I'm dreading. I'm going to do it after the holidays because I can't deal. If something breaks, something goes wrong, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm fucked. But, yeah. Vera's room leveled up. Yeah, disassembled. Where's Henry Cavill when you need him? I mean, I can build a computer, but my last computer, it took me like 3 days to do completely because I didn't have the time to sit down and just, like, for 5 hours work on a fucking computer. I was honestly because I'm going to be putting all of the parts that are in this computer in a different computer. But the problem is that I need this case. So it's either spend $200 on the same exact case for the new computer, or I take everything out of this case and reuse this case and then buy like a cheaper one for the secondary PC. And I just don't want to spend $200 on another case. Because I'm preparing this computer for 4090, so it needs to be a giant fucking case. So I would have to rebuy this case, which is like $200. And I really don't want to do that because I already have one. And then all of the pieces and parts that are in this one could go in a cheaper case. But the problem is that then, again, in one day I have to take everything out of this computer and then build the new computer. Because then if I don't, then I can't make content. So I have to do it all in one day. Honestly, stressful. Stressful. But yeah, I have all the PC parts. Everything is here. Cases are probably the cheapest part of it. Not when you need like a giant $200 case. Also, I am going to put like a couple minor things on the wish list, like more RAM, because I only got 32 gigs of DDR5, but I'm going to put 64, I'm going to put another 32 on it, and just like minor stuff like that that's not important. But yeah, fun times building PC. I like building PCs. It's stressful, especially when you rely on it for work. It's not like, oh, it's my gaming PC, and if I don't have it for a couple days, it's fine. I mean, I need it. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next topic, which is going to be the Game Awards. Of course, this did happen a couple of days ago, but I still wanted to quickly go through the list. What kind of video card? Right now I have a 3090, but I'm preparing this PC for a 4090, which you need like a giant fucking case for. Because in like a couple months I'm probably gonna get a 4090. So, I thought that we could recap quickly. I'm not gonna be talking about my Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. We did talk about that on the Pop Culture Crisis podcast on Friday. Fucking hilarious situation. But complete list of announcements. What are you guys most excited for out of all of these? Lots of things announced. Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, Final Fantasy 16, Armored Core 6, Street Fighter 6, Judas, Crash Team Rumble, Jedi Survivor, Diablo 4, Suicide Squad, Bayonetta Origins, Hellboy, Earthblade, Crime Boss, Transformers, Banishers, Immortals, Remnant 2, After Us, Tekken 8, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Horizon Forbidden West DLC, Warhammer, Lord of the Fallen. I have to say, the ones that I am most excited for are Hades 2, Final Fantasy, Armored Core, Jedi Survivor, Diablo 4. I honestly wasn't that interested in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League until I found out who, of course, the voice actor for Batman was in the game, so I'm gonna play it. I'm pretty excited for it now. R.I.P. Bayonetta, who cares? Who cares? It's not like it's a normal, Bayonetta game. And then I'm excited for Transformers. That looks pretty good. Cyberpunk, I don't want to get excited for a Cyberpunk project, but I'm hopeful it will launch better than the initial game. The Lords of the Fallen has to be like my #1 most hyped up project on this list. I am so fucking excited for this to release. Holy shit. I am so fucking pumped. This shit is going to be amazing. A Game Awards ad. This shit has been done for almost a week. Oh my god, this is so cool. Ah! I'm so excited. It better not be trash. If this game is trash, I'm quitting. I'm quitting gaming. Oh, this looks so good. It's like a more medieval themed Elden Ring. Because Elden Ring definitely had these themes, but it's definitely a little bit more medieval, edgy, darker. Oh my god, that shit looks terrible, and I'm gonna have an awful time playing it, but I'm gonna have fun at the end of the day. That looks absolutely fucking disgusting, and I cannot wait. But yeah, those are the announcements. What's Immortals of Avenium? I don't remember what this is. I honestly didn't even remember this, but that looks really good. It's first person. First person Doctor Strange. Whoa, I have a mini energy sword on my hand? Whoa! Okay, I didn't see this, but that's pretty cool. Okay, actually pretty hyped for that too. Lots of exciting things. In the next, like, week, I've got to make a list of all the new games that are coming out that I'm excited for going into the new year, because I don't have a list currently. The only 2 games that I'm planning on potentially playing are, well, I'm going to be playing Need for Speed Unbound, probably this weekend, as long as I'm feeling good and I'm streaming. I already have that, though. And then River City Girls 2 comes out on the 15th. I still need to buy it. I'm really excited for it. And then potentially Samurai Maiden. But those are the only games for the rest of 2022. So we've got some time. Full list of winners. Elden Ring. Woo! Everybody put claps, thumbs ups, put some fucking support in chat, because I'm so hyped. I'm so fucking glad that Elden Ring didn't get cucked. I thought that it was going to. Like, I loved Stray, but Stray didn't compete with Elden Ring. You know what I mean? If another year Stray released, it would be my game of the year. But there's no way Stray could have beaten an Elden Ring. I'm sorry. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was also a pretty good game. It should have won more awards, but it didn't. But Elden Ring, I'm so glad they didn't cuck Elden Ring. Best game direction, Elden Ring. Absolutely deserved it. Best narrative, I understand God of War Ragnarok winning best narrative. I would give it that. Best art direction, Elden Ring. It definitely deserved that. So excited. I disagree with this. I don't think the best scored music should have went to Ragnarok, honestly. It should have went to Elden Ring or even Metal Hellsinger. Metal Hellsinger was a great game, and of course its shtick was the music, and it had some great music. Best audio design, sure, we'll give it to Ragnarok. Best performance, I honestly don't really care. Sure, Christopher Judge, but I didn't really care. Games for Impact is such a stupid category. As Dusk Falls won, even though I saw that it had like 30 people playing it on Steam. Okay. Final Fantasy winning Best Ongoing. That is awesome. I need to pay for Final Fantasy 14 again, because I haven't played it in like 2 months. And I was having so much fun with it. I really need to pay for it. It's like, what, 15 bucks a month? Best Indie, Stray definitely deserved to win. Sifu was also really good. Tunic was also really good. Stray did deserve to win, though. Best mobile game, who plays Marvel Snap? Honestly, who the fuck plays this shit? If I had said this, but if Diablo Immortal had won, I would have deleted my YouTube channel. I'm very glad that it didn't win, because it didn't fucking deserve to win. But if Diablo Immortal had won, that would be it for me. My career here would be over, and I would boycott YouTube. Best community support, Final Fantasy. I definitely agree. Innovation and accessibility. Again, Ragnarok won. Honestly, to me, it's I don't know. I mean, I obviously want more accessibility in games. I think accessibility is great. I personally think, though, and I've always said this, that Game Awards should literally just be... I feel like things like innovation and accessibility and... what's the other one? Games for Impact are kind of questionable, but it's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, if, you know, people really love that category, then good. I do not care about AR/VR. Best action game... I don't think that Bayonetta 3 should have won. Bayonetta 3 was good, don't get me wrong, but it did not deserve to win. I think that Sifu should have won, or honestly, Shredder's Revenge. Shredder's Revenge was fucking sick. Best Action Adventure, God of War Ragnarok won, okay. This is where I have a problem. I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is fucking amazing. It's my #1 game of the year, of the decade. Nothing's gonna top it. I personally think that Xenoblade Chronicles got cut, though. I think that they knew that they had to give Elden Ring a lot of awards, and while I'm glad that it got awards, I think that Xenoblade Chronicles should have won Best Role Playing. I just do. I thought it was a fantastic title. It deserved more praise than it got. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm not mad that Elden Ring won. I just think that Xenoblade should have won. And then we have Best Fighting. I think that Sifu should have won. Multiverses was super hyped up, though. I completely get that people were in love with it. Remember when people were pissed that Sifu was developed by white men? Yeah, which also could be a reason why Sifu got completely looked over at this event, because the journalist said that there were too many white men on the project. Best Family was Kirby. Honestly, Kirby was kind of a letdown for me. But, you know, it is what it is. Where's Outriders? In the trash can like it deserves. Best Sim and Strategy. Did Mario Rabbids really deserve to win? I don't know. Best Sports and Racing. Gran Turismo 7 won. Best Multiplayer. Splatoon. I don't really know if I agree with that. Content Creator of the Year. Next year, we're going to see a journalist category. We are. I'm going to say it now. Next year, we are going to see a journalist category because they tested it this year. Under content creator, they put a game journalist who doesn't even do journalism anymore. He literally fucking quit Twitter. He quit Twitter. And they put him on this list. Next year, we're going to see a game journalist category. I would put money on it now. And next year... Someone clip this. Next year, when they put a video game journalist category, I'm going to say, I told you so. They are. They are. Don't believe me if you don't want to believe me. Do I have inside information? Absolutely fucking not. I have 2 eyes, though. They're clearly going to do a journalism category, which is so trash. Best debut indie, Stray won. I love Stray. Stray was so good. Best adaptation. I think that Cyberpunk Edgerunners should have won. Arcane was okay. Cyberpunk Edgerunners was the best on this list, though, and it deserved to win. And then most anticipated game, Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, not surprising. I'm excited for all of these games, so I have 0 complaints. I did not care who won this category because I'm hyped for all of them. Esports Award, Valorant. I always hear that Valorant has like a super toxic community. I don't play Valorant. Not trying to judge you Val players. But I think that it's kind of funny. Best esports athlete. Who are these people? Esports team. I've never heard of Loud. Never heard of them. Who? Esports coach. Blah, 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 blah. So nobody really cares about the rest because the esports one are just like trash categories. And I don't actually put people in there who deserve to win. But yeah, as you can see, Game Awards 2022 recap. I'm really, really glad that Elden Ring won so many awards. It got the attention that it deserved. It was a fantastic game. Stray was awesome. Glad that it got good, positive, not reviews, but ratings. And God of War Ragnarok was good too. It wasn't perfect, but I thought that it was pretty freaking good. And I'm glad that it won. It should have won. Some categories, but I am glad that they didn't, screw over Elden Ring. So, yeah, guys. Next, we have, what do we technically have? I have 2, smaller topics that we could discuss. One being Saints Row. Guys, I can't believe it! This is my game of the year, and it didn't even get nominated for anything. How could they do this? That's so sad. This game is so good. I hate myself too. Don't worry. Stray was great shit. More cat games, please. Absolutely. I think that they should do more games where you're an animal. We did get the game where you're a fox, which was really cute. We got now Stray. I think that those games really work. I think that I'm going to be honest, if you want more women in gaming, you need to create games like that, and nobody's really making games like that. If you want more women, you have to do more cute shit like that, because they're for, men, they appeal to women. If Elden Ring wasn't on the list this year, Stray would have been my game of the year. It was great. It was awesome. But yeah, now there's a Saints Row situation. Very fun. I love how they put these emotes. Like, they put the Torah, they put a Christmas tree, they put a snowflake. Like, where does the snowflake fit in there? You mean Finnegan Fox and the Amico? The whole Amico situation makes me kind of sad, because it turned out to be such a fucking dumpster fire. And I was personally pretty hopeful for it. Did I think it was going to be like the next PlayStation? Absolutely not. But I still had hope that it would come out. It would be, you know, the $150 machine with $10 games that we were told that it was going to be. And sadly, we didn't get it. And we got screwed over. But, there was a game where you played as a fox game. Where you play as a fox. What was it called? It's a new one. Oh, Tunic was also really good. I wasn't thinking of Tunic, though. These are all good games, but I was thinking about, like, a specific one. It's not here either. But there was, like, a different one that I was thinking of. But all these Fox games are great. And I mean, I would play them all a million times over. These developers are out of touch, absolutely. They should have set you review units for the Amico. They have, like, 2 review units that they've sent out to people. And the Amico's dead. Spirit of the North. How did you know? How did you know, objection? You knew. You sniped it. Tunic was really good. Okami was also really good. All of these titles were really, really great. They are Fox games, but I was thinking of, I'm pretty sure, Spirit of the North. Anyway, guys, time to move on to a little side topic. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. We need 13 more likes to hit 100. If you're not, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. So if you don't like me, that's nice. Check out links in the description and the pinned comment. Become a member. Donate. Also donate memberships. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I unfortunately am sick, and while I was planning on doing the supporter stream tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I'm sorry. If I wasn't traveling last week, I should have done it. And then I moved it to this week, and now I'm really sick, so it's probably going to have to be next week, but we'll do an extra long one next week. Anyway, guys, yeah, support, become a member, all that fun stuff. Links are in the description. Thank you for being here. They sent them to uncritical shills just to trick investors. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of hullabaloo going around with the Amico. I don't want to call it a scam, but also I don't want to call it a product, because it's not a product. It's a fucking disaster. That's the only way that I can put it. I've said this, but I think that Tommy Tallarico shouldn't have left social media, and he should have just said, like, hey, I'm not the CEO anymore, you know, I'm not really part of Amico that heavily anymore. I still do some stuff. We don't know when it's coming out. They just should have handled the situation very differently, and they didn't, which is depressing, because, and then of course other shit happened. Like, it was initially supposed to be $150, and then it went all the way up to like $250 to $300 for the console, and then the games were initially supposed to be under $10, and now they're over $10, and it's just such a sad situation, because a lot of people were excited for it. I was initially pretty fucking excited for it. But yeah, kind of depressing shit. Anyway, guys, let's move on. We're going to be talking about Saints Row quickly. You guys know I've been covering the Saints Row situation pretty heavily over the past couple of months, and the drama just never stops. So with the Saints Row reboot, they, at launch, released a expansion pass. Let me look up how much it is. Saints Row reboot expansion pass. They released an expansion pass, and basically, when you purchase this expansion pass, you were supposed to get expansions that released for the game. That comes with the game, though. So I'm assuming that the expansion pass is like 25 bucks. Because 90 bucks for the title and then with it. So probably like 25 bucks. I can't find it exactly. But when the game initially released, they put out a expansion pass. You bought the expansion pass, one-time fee, and you got expansions that released for the game. But now they have decided to release a holiday DLC, and now you have to buy it separately. It says, Merry Saintsmas, celebrate the holiday season in Santa Elisa with the Saints Row Holiday DLC out now on all platforms. Festive Felonies free to all players. Merry Saintsmas available to buy separately. Show us your Saints Row Holiday card screenshot. I understand that developers need to make money and companies need to make money, but it doesn't matter because when you advertise something as you're getting the expansions because you bought an expansion pass and then you release expansions that are not included, I'm sorry, but people are going to feel fucking ripped off and you deserve criticism. And of course, they are getting roasted over it in the comments. Shallow, hollow, and lifeless, the static NPCs in those locked and looping animations had no awareness of anything that was going on in the surrounding. Since I got banned for being uncivil on the Reddit, I'll say the same thing again here. Since for some reason it's uncivil to feel scammed, crazy how a game that's supposed to be centered around crazy and inappropriate shit has a community that's become so sensitive. I think that that is funny because of course they wanted these people to be part of their community. They wanted the sensitive Sally snowflakes to, you know, buy their game and give them attention. And now that they're getting that attention, they're probably freaking out a little bit. But also they're pushing consumers away. There are, you know, some more positive things, but people are also saying, so wait, you're telling me if you own the season pass, you still have to buy it? What the fuck? Plus the other free one isn't even available at all. I think that this is too funny because first of all, why would you buy the season pass for this game? Why would you buy the expansion pass? You already knew that there were going to be problems with DLC, okay? I don't want to say if you bought it, you deserve it because you're stupid, because, you know, you buy things you're excited for, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't see anything with this game going well, and I would have never bought an expansion pass. I guess maybe they bought it with the initial bundle, and they were excited for it, and, you know, they thought the game was going to be good, and now it's not, and they're just trying to get their money's worth. But yeah, bro thinks he's on the team, and then it's the original Saints, and then it's the new fucking Saints Row copy. Bro thinks he's on the team. No one is still forgetting about the horrific launch of this game because all of this is not going to fix it. It is very true. I get that they're trying to make money and get attention because they're releasing DLC, but it's clearly not going to work, and, well, people are upset with them. And people should be upset with them because they're just a shitty company. Even the DLC was better before. Shame on you for the trash you've become. How the Saints Save Christmas. I miss real Saints Row. I haven't played a Saints Row game in a while. Because I was actually initially expecting the reboot to be good. I was hopeful for it when it was first announced. And then we saw the trailers and we saw how bad it was. But I haven't played Saints Row in a while, and I miss good Saints Row. I still wish that this game had turned out well, that it had turned out good. It didn't, and I understand that we just need to accept life and accept fate, but it's sad. Why would you buy this game to begin with is a better question. True. I've said that I will buy it when it is $10. I'll give them $10. There's no fucking shot I'm gonna spend $70 on this trash, though. Honestly, I don't even want to give them $10, but, you know, at least then I could say I played it. Maybe Netflix would do a live-action Saints Row. I can't imagine it being worse than the game. Well, the reboot, I should specify. I can't expect it to be any worse. Even if it's woke and just trash, it can't be any worse than this shit. So the NPCs are just like the developers. Makes sense. Aw, that's harsh, but true. Where's the Deadly Stuff DLC? Whatever happened to Deadly Stuff? Whatever happened to the Twitch Safety Council? Deadly Steph. Oh. That's right. Whatever happened to Dear Girl, Deadly Steph? They should get together. I forgot that I'm blocked by Deadly Steph. Whatever happened to Twitch Dear Girl, by the way? Whenever I think of Deadly Steph, I think of that because Deadly Steph would be perfect on the Twitch Council. Twitch Safety Council. Ferociously Steph. Too many Stephs. The Stephs are fucking crazy, huh? Okay. That was enough cringe for me for the day. Okay. Yeah, I guess nothing ever really happened with the advisory council. It's deer season, maybe hiding. Oh, Charlie. Oh no. Well, yeah, I got blocked. Well, I did make several videos on Deadly Stuff that they didn't clearly like. Saints Row. Let's take a look, chat. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I covered her 4 times. The first one, Saints Row community manager attacks critics, claims backlash is fake, and only trolls hate the reboot. That got 16,000 views. Then Saints Row community manager calls critics terrorists. That got 25,000 views. Saints Row community manager hides after starting massive controversy. 20,000 views. And then Saints Row community manager bans her name and terms on official YouTube. 20,000 views. So I got almost 100k views off of this individual. No wonder I'm blocked. They fucking hate me. Thanks for the money. I appreciate it. Sheesh. That's what happens though when you call fucking critics terrorists. 4 videos. Why do you hate and harass women, Mara? I know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. I wonder how many people blocked Mara. Jason Schreier blocked me. And he actually blocked me because one day he liked one of my posts. He was clearly scrolling down my Twitter page and he accidentally liked one of my posts. And then I went to see what post he liked and then it said that he blocked me. So it's like when you go to your ex's Instagram and you're scrolling through their posts and then you accidentally like something and the embarrassment sits in. Yeah, Jason Schreier blocked me because he accidentally liked one of my posts. The internalized misogyny strikes again. I know, I'm sorry, chat. Oh yeah, Elon also dissolved the Twitter Safety Council. Recently, yesterday, I think, which is funny. Twitter Safety Council. Yeah, Twitter disbands the Safety Council. Elon Musk, the new CEO, continues to shape the company towards what he calls his free speech absolutist ideals. Interesting. Oh, also, there's been a little situation with Hogwarts Legacy. So it says the audience reaction to a Harry Potter-inspired game at Thursday's Game Awards has sparked a debate regarding the franchise creator J.K. Rowling. These people are fucking desperate to cancel her, and they are trying everything they can to cancel her and her products. Hogwarts Legacy, which is set to be released in February, scooped a nomination of the most anticipated game category. In video footage shared on Twitter when the contending titles were read out in the live stream show, the audience theater was heard cheering for the other games before falling almost silent at the mention of Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, no fucking shit. You guys have a bunch of SJWs there, okay? You probably have to sign a waiver that says you hate Hogwarts Legacy in order to even get in the stadium. People are excited for this game. The pre-orders for the collector's edition sold out in minutes. Okay, people have been talking about this game for months. People are excited about this game. And, of course, they want to paint it as well. Everybody just hates it. And nobody wants to support it because of JK. That's so trash because people are excited. No one is going to cancel JK or the game. They failed. Oh, yeah, 100%. They can try, and they have been trying. There's no way that you're going to cancel her. Her books are some of the best-selling of all time. Her books have brought so many people together, and they're very beloved. And it's okay to dislike her opinions. I don't agree with every single thing that JK has said. I do agree with a lot of the things that she has said. But she has a right to her own opinion. I know that JK is controversial because, of course, you know, she is an SJW in a way. I mean, she changed her initial work to please the people that are now attacking her and trying to cancel her. She's a feminist, you know, so what can you do? I mean, you expect her to act that way. But I still think that even though I dislike some of her opinions, that she should be able to voice her opinions and have a platform too, even if I disagree with them. I don't agree with some of her stances, but I do love that she's standing up for herself. Yeah, and I feel the same exact way. I don't agree with everything that she's ever said. I don't agree with all of her stances. And, you know, she's a feminist. And she, well, has definitely, over the years, tried to appeal to the very people that are canceling her now. And she's facing the wrath of social media just because she has opinions, which it shouldn't be the case. How dare you talk about a public talking head for the gaming company being an idiot? I know, I'm sorry. I read public tweets on a public video, and I was so respectful. I didn't call Deadly Stuff any names or anything rude. Also, guys, when I rebrand to a SJW, it's got to be something like blank stuff. Deadly Stuff, Ferociously Stuff. We've got to come up with something. We've got to come up with what my SJW name is going to be. Maybe we should make like another Blizzard account and another Steam account and go on multiplayer games and have that account, and then I act like an SJW. Then I have to buy second copies of games, but like I could go into a Modern Warfare game as, you know, fill in the blank stuff and act like a massive raging fucking SJW. Dark stuff, that is gonna get me banned. That is I understand the direction, right? But that's gonna get me banned. The word dark can only be used in certain contexts now. But yeah, lots that's been going on, chat. That's all that I really had to talk about tonight. So if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to discuss before the end of stream, put them in chat. I really appreciate your support for hanging out. Give the stream a like, donate, support, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'll be wrapping up stream in a few. Again, I was initially planning on streaming supporter stream tomorrow. I'm too sick, guys, so we'll move it to next week probably. I apologize again, but it is what it is. I'm trying my best. But yeah, this weekend, on Thursday, River City Girls 2 releases. I think on Thursday we'll probably play Need for Speed Unbound, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll either play more Need for Speed or we will play River City Girls 2. Because I never intended to do a full playthrough of Unbound, but I did want to have it as like a filler game, so I think that we'll probably do that. We appreciate the stream. Well, thank you for being here. Did Bilbo behave while you were gone? I was expecting more things to be broken. So I had to leave out almost 10 bowls of water, even though I was only gone for 3 days, because Bilbo knocks water over. If he sees me fill his water bowl, he will go over to it and knock it over. So I had to put like 10 bowls of water down, and like 8 of them were pushed down. 2 of them survived, but nothing was really broken. I was kind of surprised. But yeah. I posted it in the supporter chat, but since I got back, they've been doing better together. They actually kind of like each other now. I haven't played River City Girls. Play the first game. It is so good. I loved River City Girls 1. It was super fucking solid. And yeah, this sequel comes out in a couple days. Cats hate water. He doesn't hate water. He like puts his toys in the water and then puts his paws in the water and then knocks it over. He thinks it's fun. Now we're gonna see Vera's racing skills. Yes, you guys are actually gonna see me race so that you can't make fun of me anymore because I'm actually good at video games. If I hadn't traveled and I hadn't had to spend the money on traveling, I would have bought the racing wheel. I didn't get a chance to, but maybe in the next couple months I'll get a racing wheel, and then like once a month we can do a racing stream, and we could stream like all different kinds of racing games. Bilbo, F.U. water, slaps ball. He loves knocking water bowls over. I don't know why. Racing into a wall, that is. I'm good at video games, and I'm good at racing games, and you guys are just mean and judgmental. I ordered the River City Girls double pack. Nice. I'm gonna be buying River City Girls on the Switch, but I haven't pre-ordered yet. Oh, also Crisis Core comes out. I was initially thinking of playing it, but I don't know. I'm kind of debating now. River City Girls 2. Yeah, December 15th. The first game was so good. I hope that the second game is as good. I think it will be. But, it was just a very cutesy game. What else is on here? We'll look really quickly. I'll be wrapping up stream in just a couple of minutes. But, let's look at what's on Steam. No. New and trending. Reverse? I never cared about Reverse. Yeah, Crisis Core Reunion. I might play it. It looked good, but I never pre-ordered it, and it came out today. I never pre-ordered it, so I don't know. Maybe I'll wait until it's on sale and then play it in like January or something. Girl gamers. Yeah, that's me. High on Life. I'm sorry. I just do not like High on Life. I just don't think that it looks good. It's annoying. I've had a couple people ask me to play it. It is on Game Pass, so maybe we could. I just have, like, no interest in it. It seems terrible. Whoa! Alchemist Simulator. Nice. I can be burned at the stake for being a witch. Very fun. Choo-choo Charles. What the fuck? What the fuck? You fight a fucking Thomas the Tank? It's a spider Thomas the Tank? Oh my god. That is fucking nightmare fuel. An open world island. It's fucking terrifying. Absolutely not, but it also kind of looks cool. That is spooky. Need for Speed Unbound. I have it on Xbox. Yes, it's right here. I have it on Xbox. I will be installing it and playing it. Hogwarts Legacy just looks badass and fun for both Harry Potter fans and RPG fans alike. Can't wait. I can't wait either. I know that there's people that want to cancel J.K. Rowling and that hate her and all this shit. I think that the game looks pretty fucking good, and I'm excited for it, and I do not care what people think. If you don't like it, that's fine. Choo Choo Charles is pretty good. Is it? What NSFW games can Vera click on accidentally? Is there not even an NSFW spot anymore? There used to be. Oh, adult only. They never put nudity in the thumbnails, right? Surely. Surely I will not get banned. Surely they will not put nudity in the thumbnails. Orc massage. That's interesting. MILF conditioning. Oh, that reminds me. On GOG, there's an adult bundle right now. It's like 15 or 16 bucks. It's got a bunch of adult games in it. I saw it. I didn't buy it. Sexy Mystic Survivors. Oh, there's actual gameplay to this one? Oh, shit. Oh, that actually looks kind of fucking cool. I'm gonna put that on my wish list. That actually looks kind of fucking cool. A roguelite bullet hell combat meets sexy anime action. It makes me sad because I was gonna play Samurai Maiden as my next waifu game, but and it does have some censorship, so it's kind of upsetting. But people have still asked me to play it, so yeah, we're just gonna leave this category. That was fun. That was really fun. What's the last spell? Oh, you know what else came out? Dwarf Fortress. I need to buy that. Finally, Vera bringing up the games that we need. There's a lot of games I need to buy, but a lot of these are for myself. Careful with those thumbnails. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing bad happened. Surely. But alright, guys. Anything else you want to talk about before we end stream? Anything else that we should chat about? Probably wrap up stream in just a few minutes. Oh, also, I haven't watched the newest episode of Willow, but I heard that it's really, really bad. I had this article from like a couple days ago. Apparently, Willow, the ratings are the worst for Disney Plus so far. It says Willow isn't a big hit with fans, and it isn't a hit on Disney Plus as its ratings are the worst for a show on the streaming service. Samba TV took a bit of a sabbatical for some reason following the release of Rings of Power, but now they are back and providing numbers for Willow. I tried to give Willow a chance. I really did. I watched the first 2 episodes before I traveled, and I hated it. There was nothing there that was good. There's nothing there that was good. And I haven't seen the 3rd episode, and at this point, the 4th episode should be releasing soon. But I have, like, no interest in it because of how bad the first 2 were. Vera doesn't have any waifu games lately. I wanted to stream Samurai Maiden, but then we found out about the censorship, but a lot of you guys have still asked me to play it, so I think that I will. I just don't know when. What's the next game to stream? On Thursday, we should be playing Need for Speed Unbound, and then this weekend, we will either be playing Need for Speed Unbound, or we will be playing River City Girls 2. Willow creators already begging for Season 2? Are they? Willow creators begging for Season 2. Oh. Oh my fucking god. Willow showrunner is begging KK for a 2nd season? Ah! Willow showrunner Jonathan Caston recently revealed he's currently pleading with Lucasfilm to get a Season 2. You do not deserve a 2nd season. You do not. This show is so bad so far. He discussed lobbying Kennedy on behalf of Willow Ufgood and his ragtag band of allies in an interview with comicbookmovie.com. I hope so, he said when asked if Willow's Season 2 is happening. We're certainly working on it, and I'm begging Kathy, because working with these actors and the crew of filmmakers on the show has been the best experience. We still feel that there are a lot of stories and bigger places to visit. The show's not going to get a Season 2. You can already tell just because of the numbers and how bad the numbers are and how bad the ratings are. There's no fucking shot that they're going to give this thing a Season 2, and honestly, it doesn't deserve it. I tried to be hopeful going into Willow. The first movie, fucking iconic. Come on, it's iconic. But I just had this feeling it was going to be bad, and unfortunately, well, we know now that it's worse than expected. rumor is that Kathleen Kennedy's out next year, so she probably couldn't care less. It's difficult for me when we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy rumors. Also, sorry, I'm sitting back. I'm feeling like trash. It's hard for me when we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy rumors because while on one hand, I believe that she will be out or I want to believe that they're going to get rid of her, I also just feel like they're not going to. I mean, we've heard the rumor that she's going to be out for years at this point, and I just don't know if I see that happening anytime soon, even though she's made a lot of bad choices. I on one hand want to believe that she's going to be out, but on the other hand, we've heard the rumor so many times that I don't really believe it. So, yeah, I don't know. It says, we're certainly working at it, and I'm begging Kathy because working with these actors is amazing. His comments echo previous remarks he made prior to Willow's 2-episode premiere. He also suggested that a movie could be on the cards as well, noting that this would fly in the face of conventional Hollywood practices. I'm sorry. You don't deserve a movie. You don't deserve a second season. It's depressing. Because they got so many of the original actors back, which was really fucking cool. But it's just like the content that's there is awful. The writing, the acting's also not great. I mean, some of the actors do better than others. But the writing, the acting, the production, it's just... The show feels extremely low budget, which is the problem. Because while the original movie felt lower budget, it was written so well and the acting was so good that it was like, I'll forgive some of the problems with it. But with this, everything about it is bad and questionable and just not good. Every time the rumors come back, they renew her contract. Right, and that's the problem, is that I would like her to be gone. She is bad at her job, she doesn't understand the franchises she's working with, and she does deserve to get fired, in my opinion. Yeah, she was supposed to be fired like 18 times by now. And while I want her to be fired, I just don't believe that she's going to be out anytime soon. They really fucking like her. She has created a lot of shit for them. And who's gonna replace her? You know, I get that they could pick basically anybody because decisions are not made by just one person, but who's going to replace her? I honestly, I can't sit here and say clearly X, Y, or Z would replace her, and that's an issue. It says, Warwick Davis talks returning to Willow. I really like Warwick Davis. I'm glad that they brought him back. I'm glad that they didn't do a story like so many years later that he's not part of it. Of course, it wouldn't really work, but they could have done like a show where he's literally just in like one fucking episode and still called it Willow, because that's classic Hollywood. It says, regardless of what format the Willow franchise's next outing takes, Warwick Davis is almost certain to remain a key part of the equation. I don't think that they're going to do anything anytime soon. I think that they did this show, it's one last hurrah, and we're not going to get any more Willow content for years if we do again. I don't see them doing a season 2. If the show had done better, I could expect a season 2, but right now it's sitting at an 84 critic, which is pretty good, and a 25% audience, but also the ratings are the worst for Disney Plus that they've seen with the show so far, so I don't really know. I just don't see them renewing this series. Maybe they will because they're desperate for different content, and they are going, you know what, it still potentially makes some money, or it still does okay for them. So maybe we will see them decide to, you know, keep it alive by doing another show, but I just don't see that right now. She's gonna be 70, she'll at least retire with a fat paycheck. Well, even if she retired now, right, she's already made shit fucking tons of money. She's already set for life. It says, I noticed that, the Mark Hamill comment. Mark Hamill didn't try to play the Luke Skywalker character younger in The Last Jedi. He just leaned into his more mature years, and that's really what I did as Willow. I'm sorry, Warwick Davis. I do really like you. You're iconic to me. You know, you are fucking Willow. But that's not it. When you start comparing yourself to Mark Hamill in The Last Jedi, that's where I tap out. even bringing The Last Jedi up, you couldn't have thought of anything else. You couldn't have thought of any other movie where a character, or I should say an actor, reprises their role as a character and the character happens to be older. You just had to use fucking Mark Hamill in The Last Jedi. I get that it's Lucasfilm, but it's just such a bad comparison. I just stopped caring about anything Disney puts out. It's so depressing. Because I've said so many times that I used to love Star Wars and a lot of the content that Disney put out, and they've just gone in such a bad direction over the years. Several other actors from Willow returned for the Disney Plus series alongside Davis, with one notable exception. Val Kilmer isn't back as the cocky swordsman, Mad Mardigan. Yeah, it is very sad. I've talked about Val Kilmer a lot on the channel because he actually is one of my favorite actors. He can't really act anymore. His throat cancer really messed up his ability to talk. And you can't put him in a movie like this and have there be some kind of technology that helps him talk or anything that could really make him a character besides a prop. Like, look at what they did in Top Gun, which was good, but they unfortunately couldn't bring him back for this movie, which I completely understand. And because they couldn't, they did try to make his daughter character a more important role in the show, which I do like, but unfortunately, the characters are just bad. The acting is just bad. They can get more mileage out of bad Marvel shows instead of more Willow. Yeah, I mean, even though things like She-Hulk are really bad, they still probably get more views and attention for it. And I think that maybe that's a problem with the show, is that Lucasfilm didn't put a lot of money into it because they knew that it would only appeal to a very niche audience. And they knew that they weren't going to make a shit ton of money on it, so they made the budget lower. But the problem is that they didn't create it to appeal to original fans and the people in that niche. They created it putting an LGBTQ story front and center and making strong independent women and making it very modern and with the times. I think that that is the giant problem here, is that it would be okay if it was lower budget and maybe some cheesier acting, but that's how the first movie was. But the problem is that they completely made it for the wrong audience. If you're going to go into a show like this and not put a lot of money and time and effort into it, you need to at least make it appeal to the original fan base and audience, and that's not what they did here. Vera's bullshittery cough after reading that. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Doesn't Kathleen Kennedy want to retire and have fun? Stable pool boys today. Is she married? Kathleen Kennedy married Frank Marshall. Oh, okay. That's right. That's right. Yep, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Sorry, I don't keep track of everyone's personal relationships. But yeah, guys, I am going to be wrapping up stream in like 3 minutes. So if you have any last minute questions or comments or topics, feel free to put them in chat. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. New videos tomorrow. All that fun stuff. Definitely for the wrong audiences. Right, like Gen Xers don't like woke, and Gen Zers, like around my age, while a lot of them do like woke content, they are not watching Willow. You're not gonna get those people to fucking watch Willow, no matter how much shit you change in it. So, I think that there was just a multitude of reasons why the show is failing, and the problems that it's facing. I just think that they didn't really know what to do with the series. They didn't know who to appeal to. They didn't know what to do with the show, which is a giant issue. But, yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. Every older woman needs a stable of pool boys. Well, Kathleen Kennedy probably already has like 10 of them. Hashtag Veraverse waifus. Maybe one day. Who knows? All hail the Varaverse or whatever it's called. It's okay. We can still call it the Varaverse, but that's not what it's going to be called long term. We got to figure out something new and unique and original. You know, no more verses, no more gates. We got to come up with something original. Also, I'm still disappointed with people in the gaming industry because after Gamergate, they didn't actually create games. They didn't actually create alternative games, and they suck. I just wanted to point that out. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, that'd be easier to say if I wasn't sick. But alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you all so much for stopping by tonight. I do really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Check out links in the description. Become a member. You get access to emotes, a badge, special Discord server. Also become a Patreon. You get access to the same exact things. I will be doing a supporter stream next week. But yeah, check out not today's video, yesterday's videos, day before's videos, and also new videos tomorrow. Next stream will be Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. My plan right now is to play Need for Speed Unbound, which should be very fun. You got me interested in Today's Gone. I downloaded it today. Awesome. Well, I hope that it's good. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'm glad that I brought some attention to it. But alright guys, check out links in the description, follow me on social media, and yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by, and have a fantastic evening.